What is going on, everybody? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart through the speakerphone, and we are ready to do the NFL Week 12 game picks. First of all, me and Dallas want to wish everyone out there a happy Thanksgiving week, and hope everybody has a fun time watching the games on Thanksgiving. 3 of them will be played on Thanksgiving, and enjoy the rest of the week and have a safe and fun Thanksgiving, no matter what you're doing. Dallas, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Yep.
Stay safe and enjoy the games.
Yep. And last week we had a split. Dallas got the split right with the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Dallas Cowboys. I picked Dallas. He picked the Chiefs. So Dallas went 9-6, and I went 8-7. So back above 500 with our picks for Week 11. And now we get on to Week 12. And first of the 3 Thanksgiving games. First off, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit for the first Thanksgiving game, which is about the 10 a.m. game, right?
Yeah, and like 9:30.
Yep.
Yeah, close to it.
The Bears lost to the Ravens' backup quarterback, no Lamar Jackson playing for the Ravens, and the Bears had a lead for a little bit, but then freaking, what was his name, the quarterback for Baltimore that was playing? Huntley?
Tyler Huntley or something like that?
Yeah, Tyler Huntley led the Ravens to victory over the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions last week lost by 3 points to the Cleveland Browns. So the misery still continues for Detroit, just like it's continuing for us. The only difference is we actually have wins and they have a tie and all losses, and probably will continue this way. So this game, I got the Chicago Bears winning in Detroit on Thanksgiving. So give me Chicago.
Yeah, give me the Bears to pull off the sweep and keep the Lions winless.
All right. Up next, down to Jerry World, Thanksgiving game number 2. We got the Las Vegas Raiders going down to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys in Jerry World for the second Thanksgiving game. The Cowboys fell to the Kansas City Chiefs 19-9. Dak Prescott was really, really pissed. You won that split. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Raiders fell to the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Whew.
Yeah, or no, it was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that game was in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was in the suite watching a bunch of games, so, I mean, they had red zone, but I wasn't really paying attention to most of the other games because they had the Seahawks game on during the game with the Raiders and the Bengals, because I was up in the suite, if you guys remember. Suite was actually fun. I snuck back my little booze and had some good food up there, had a cookie later on, good desserts up there, but, yeah, back to the Raiders and Cowboys. Both these teams coming off of losses, and I think the Raiders are starting to kind of fall apart, man.
Raiders are spiraling. They've lost 3 in a row now.
Yeah, I got the Dallas Cowboys bouncing back and winning at home on Thanksgiving. Last year they got annihilated by the Washington football team on Thanksgiving. Remember last year when it was Houston taking on the Lions and we picked Houston and Houston just destroyed them, and you texted me saying, I'm glad we picked Houston, and then I texted you later saying, I'm glad we picked Washington for that one. Yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys to bounce back, and the Raiders losing streak, I believe, will continue. They just look like they're on a free fall right now.
Yeah. All right, up next, we got the Buffalo Bills going to the Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. Josh Allen in another Thanksgiving game. We all know what happened last time in 2019 when Josh Allen got a Thanksgiving game. He went off against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. He ended up beating the turkey leg at the end when he put on that show in Dallas back in 2019. Now he goes down to New Orleans to take on the New Orleans Saints. Is this back-to-back years that the Saints have had a Thanksgiving game? Because I felt like they played the Falcons last year on Thanksgiving.
I think that was in 2019.
Oh, yeah, that was 2019. You're right. That's right, because the other Thanksgiving game would have been the Ravens and the Steelers. Yeah, last year, the third Thanksgiving game would have been the Ravens and the Steelers, but COVID was messing with the Ravens.
Issues with the Ravens, and that game got pushed back to like a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that, but meanwhile, the New Orleans Saints fell to the Philadelphia Eagles as we expected, and the Buffalo Bills got wrecked by the Indianapolis Colts, man. Jonathan Taylor had 5 touchdowns in that game for the Colts against the Buffalo Bills. What the hell happened with Buffalo back on Sunday, man?
Yeah, that was
they got wrecked.
Yeah, that was a complete no-show.
Yeah, and what about the Colts defense? Did the Colts defense look like they put on a good game against them too?
Yeah, they got after Josh Allen, and
Was it a DeForest Buckner game?
I think Kenny Moore. I know Kenny Moore had an interception.
Yeah, but was DeForest Buckner getting any sacks?
I'm not sure, but yeah, that was definitely a surprise.
Other than that, though, I got the Bills bouncing back on Thanksgiving, and Josh Allen will be eating another turkey leg again. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills to bounce back, get to 7-4, and the Patriots have surpassed them now in the AFC East. And
That's
the
right.
Saints injuries are catching up to the Saints, that's for sure. And I believe they're going to be on a 4-game losing streak after they lose to Buffalo on Thursday night.
Yeah, the Patriots are playing some damn good football right now, especially with the way that they're now freaking in first in the AFC East again.
Yep.
Yep, they looks like Belichick has his quarterback. He still has his defense, and they've really found it. All right, up next we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals pulled off the win on the road in Las Vegas last week, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, meanwhile, I think the Steelers got in a crazy shootout on Sunday night against the Los Angeles Chargers. Could not hold on to the lead and gave up that big Mike Williams touchdown for the Chargers to win that game. That was an insane Sunday night game, back and forth, but in the end it was Justin Herbert that wanted it more, hit Mike Williams on that dime, and Williams shook the cornerback, shook the defender, and got into the end zone for the win. That was an insane game.
Yeah,
But,
it was.
yeah.
It looked like the Chargers were in control of that, and then I don't know. They
Took their foot off the gas.
I guess so.
Yep. Whew. Other than that, give me Cincinnati to complete the sweep of the Steelers. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, give me Cincinnati. I think that win last week against the Raiders got them jump-started again because they were in a mini funk for a couple weeks.
Yeah, big time. Up next, we got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Carolina Panthers, Ron Rivera got revenge on his former team when the Panthers fell to the Washington football team. Like we mentioned, Ron Rivera got revenge on his former team. Close game, but in the end, Riverboat Ron squeaked it out with his team, with the Washington football team pulling off the home win against the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins, last week, the Dolphins beat the Jets as we expected them to. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Jets are still atrocious, even though the Jets are getting freaking Zach Wilson back, but the Jets will still continue to be atrocious. I got Carolina Panthers going into Miami and pulling away with a W. Give me the Panthers to bounce back.
Yeah, give me the Panthers to bounce back, get to 6-6, and stay in that NFC wildcard race. The Jekyll and Hyde Carolina Panthers this year.
Yep. Whew. Up next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles going to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. The Eagles took care of their business against the Saints, and the Giants got pistol whipped by Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football last night. Give me Philadelphia to get the dub here against the Giants. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, give me the Eagles to keep it rolling, get to 500, and keep pressure on the Cowboys in the NFC East. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
The NFC East.
Yeah. Up next, we got the Tennessee Titans going to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. The Titans fell for a surprising trap. Another lock of the week. We got Ron. They lost to the Houston Texans, one of the other upsets of the year. And I was shocked seeing that score from my suite back on Sunday. That was insane. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots last week took care of business, shut out the Falcons 25-0. The Patriots are back in first place in the AFC East. Like we mentioned, Belichick now has his quarterback for the future. His defense is playing lights out, and Mac Jones is looking like he's the offensive rookie of the year for the 2021 season and the best quarterback coming out of that 2021 draft. But, man, the Titans didn't have any star receiver in that game. The Titans are really banged up with injuries, and I think the Titans are going to drop another one here. And I like the Patriots the way they're rolling, so give me the Patriots to continue rolling. Give me New England.
Yeah, this is a tough one, but I think the injuries are too much for the Titans to overcome. I think Julio Jones is going to be out a few more weeks. Yeah, I hate to say it, but give me the Patriots to get 6 in a row.
Yep.
But I do expect the Titans to look a lot better than they did last week. They couldn't have played any worse.
We'll see.
Tannehill threw 4 picks.
Yeah. Up next, we got the Atlanta Falcons going down to Jacksonville to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Falcons got shut out by the Patriots, and the Jaguars got completely shit on by the San Francisco 49ers, as we expected. One drive the Jaguars had against the 49ers, CG Ruthless was talking about it, a 13-minute drive in the first quarter, I heard.
Wow.
Just a drive that lasted 13 minutes. One of the longest drives in NFL history since I forgot what year that they were talking about, but that was just insane. Yeah, both these teams are terrible. I think the Jaguars are much worse, so a rare picking of the Atlanta Falcons to get it done against the Jaguars. The Falcons got it done against the Jaguars last time in 2019 after the Falcons beat the 49ers in Levi Stadium on that last-second Julio Jones touchdown back when they had Julio Jones. So give me the Falcons to bounce the Jaguars. I'm taking Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm taking the rebuilding Atlanta Falcons as well. The Jaguars are just horrible.
Yep. All right, up next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts coming off of that monster win in Buffalo, that monster Jonathan Taylor 5-touchdown game. And the Buccaneers coming off of taking care of business last night on Monday Night Football against the New York Giants at home in Raymond James Stadium, where the cannons were firing all night as expected with that 30-10 whooping that they put on the New York Giants as expected. This is going to be, I think this is a game, this is going to be the game of the week. This is going to be a pretty good game, man.
Yeah, this is good. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah, but you know me, I go with the experience. Tom Brady, obviously still the GOAT. And he's still doing it at the age that he's playing at, and I think he continues to roll. I would be surprised if Carson Wentz is able to pull it off. If Jonathan Taylor keeps playing the way he is, and the Colts keep rolling the way they are, they could possibly pull it off. But, man, it's hard for me to pick against Tom Brady. So I'm going Tampa Bay. Give me the Buccaneers and Tom Brady in this one. But, man, I think this is going to be a good game. And it's going to be a great one to react on Red Zone to, especially since this is our last Red Zone reactions of the year.
Yeah, give me Tampa over Indianapolis. I think Indianapolis is a little bit of a letdown after that blowout win against the Bills last week.
Yeah. Up next, we got the New York Jets going to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. The Jets lost to the Dolphins. The Texans with another one of the upsets of the year over the Tennessee Titans. Granted, the Titans had the injuries catching up to them, and the Texans were just more ready and pulled that crazy upset while I was doing my player interactions, which Mass Temple was keeping me updated on that one. Man, that was a crazy upset. Who's more trash, the Jets or the Texans? I know the Jets are getting Zach Wilson back, but who's more trash, the Jets or the Texans?
Oh, man, probably the Jets.
Yep, this is another dumpster ball.
Another dumpster ball.
Dumpster bowl, toilet bowl, poop bowl, fart bowl, whatever the hell you want to call it. But in this one, I'm getting the Texans to get another win. I like them carrying their momentum from their upset over the Titans. Give me the Texans to just stick it to the Jets and get another win. Give me Houston.
Yeah, you know what? For the hell of it, I don't know. Give me Houston. They're both pretty damn terrible. I think Houston gets a rare 2 in a row.
Yep, agree with that one. All right, up next we got the freaking Los Angeles Chargers going to Mile High to take on the Denver Broncos. I think the Broncos are coming off of their bye week this week, and the Chargers had that crazy shootout with the Pittsburgh Steelers in SoFi Stadium where Justin Herbert launched it to Mike Williams to squeak out the dub in SoFi Stadium for the Los Angeles Chargers. Give me the Chargers to keep it rolling, go in the Mile High, and complete the sweep of the Denver Broncos. Did they play earlier already during the season?
Did they?
Yeah.
I think this might be their first meeting.
Yeah, maybe. Other than that, I got the Chargers getting the win against the Broncos, so give me the LA Chargers going to Denver and keep it rolling. Herbert and the Chargers, they're rolling right now.
Yeah, give me the Chargers to get to 7-4.
Yep. All right, up next, we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers annihilated the Jaguars as expected, and the Minnesota Vikings pulled it off against the Green Bay Packers at home in Minnesota with a final second game-winning field goal from Greg Joseph.
Yeah.
Greg Joseph with another walk-off kick, just like he did against the Detroit Lions, which was that one of our other Red Zone reactions?
Yeah. something he couldn't do against Arizona in week 2.
Yeah, pretty much. But, man, this is going to be a really good game. I mean, the Vikings offense is rolling with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and then the 49ers got it going after they beat the Rams in SoFi Stadium. I mean, not in Levi Stadium with freaking Ayuk and them, and that defense is getting after Matthew Stafford and shutting them down. Whew, man, this is going to be a good one, but, you know, Minnesota's rolling. I like their momentum coming off of their win against the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers obviously beat the 49ers and the Cardinals and us earlier during the season. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings to get the win in Levi Stadium, so give me the Vikings. This is going to be a good one to react to on Red Zone, too, but I'm taking Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough one. They're both 5-5 in the mix.
Yeah, they're
in the wild card race.
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it, since the Vikings have to go across the country, I think they might have a little bit of an emotional letdown after that big division win against Green Bay. So I'm going to go with San Francisco.
Okay, and that back-to-back weeks with a split.
Yeah, I think San Francisco's
They're playing.
San Francisco's starting to play like the 2019 team.
Yeah, but Minnesota's playing some good football right now too, so you got to give them that. This is going to be a pretty good game, but
yeah, this is a coin toss game.
Yeah, but I think Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen are going to go off in this game.
Yep. So this will be our fourth split.
Yep, fourth split of the year. Do we even it out at 2?
Weeks for the split.
Yeah, back-to-back weeks for the split. All right, up next we got the Los Angeles Rams going to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. An NFC North quarterback rivalry renewed. Only difference is Matthew Stafford is now on another team. He is on the Rams. We get another Aaron Rodgers versus Matthew Stafford game.
Yeah, we do.
Classic NFC North quarterback rivalry renewed this week in Lambeau Field, in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Rams are coming off of their bye week after they had that major letdown in Levi Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers. The Packers had that letdown against the Minnesota Vikings. They're coming into this game very pissed off after dropping that game to the Minnesota Vikings. I know the Rams are going to be pissed about that egg they laid against San Francisco, but you know me. Aaron Rodgers has dominated Matthew Stafford most of his career with the Detroit Lions, and I like Aaron Rodgers a lot more in this one. This is going to be a good game, but Packers in Lambeau Field, in the frozen tundra, in the cold, you just can't go against them. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers to bounce back after that tough last-second loss to the Vikings last week. I think the Rams' struggles continue.
Yeah. And what, like you mentioned, are the Rams most possibly, when the playoffs come, are they a one-and-done team?
Maybe.
Will the Rams be one and done?
Usually folds under the pressure
in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yep, his last playoff game was against us when he was in Detroit, and he folded.
Yep.
Does the same thing happen with the Rams? We'll see, but, you know,
we'll see.
Most of the time, I'm always going to favor Aaron Rodgers over Matthew Stafford from back in that classic AFC North quarterback rivalry.
This might be the game of the. This might be probably the game of the week.
Oh yeah.
Titans, Patriots, Colts, Bucks. Yeah, this probably could be the game of the week.
All right, Sunday Night Football. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Browns barely squeaked it out against the Lions. Injuries, man, really been.
The Tim Boyle-led Lions.
Yep, that's right. The freaking Jared Goff got hurt, right?
Yeah.
And then freaking Lamar Jackson I think Lamar Jackson was sick.
Yeah, and Marquise Brown was also out.
Yeah. Will they have those guys back this week?
I believe they will.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with this one. This game's in Baltimore, Sunday Night Football. I'm going to go ahead, though, and I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens to get another win after winning with their backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley, against the Chicago Bears. So I'm going to take Baltimore.
Yeah, give me Baltimore to keep their lead in the AFC North.
Yep.
And keep the pressure on Tennessee for home field.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, our game, Monday Night Football. Seattle, the rebuilding, most likely going into rebuilding. Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Football Team, coming off of their win against the Carolina Panthers. Ron Rivera sticking it to his former team at home, barely pulling it away. And obviously us dropping it to the Arizona Cardinals when we were in it for a while. Prater kept us in it by missing those kicks, and then our defense collapsed and couldn't even finish off, get it done against the Arizona Cardinals. But, this one, this is going to be a tough one. I just hope that that Russell can kind of get into his funk again and he's not having his best season. This is by far his worst season in the league, and we're most likely going to be looking at our first sub-500 season since 2011 and first with Russell Wilson. But it is what it is. We basically did it to ourselves, and like I said in the recap video, we are what our record is, but we're still going to enjoy the rest of the season, still going to support the team. But I think this game right here, I think this might be one of the wins that we can at least enjoy. Like we said, enjoy the wins that we get. I know we had 3 of them right now so far. Hopefully this will be win number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Seahawks to get a win on the road, but this is definitely not a gimme with how good Washington's been playing. And it sucks basically having Trey Brown hurt, but hopefully this is a week that our offense can get it rolling, and hopefully we can get back into a good funk with this game. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Seahawks to get a win in Washington.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks as well to get a win. But it's definitely not a gimme. At the beginning of the year, it definitely looked like it was going to be an easy win, but
Nothing's
I don't
easy
think
anymore.
anybody expected us to be where we're at right now.
Hey, it is what it is, and regardless of the rebuilding, we're still going to have some fun with it. We got some certain things coming up when certain things go down. We'll still do the game picks, but we'll do some certain other things during playoff times depending on what happens with some of these games. But we're not going to spoil what one of our surprises will be if a certain something happens in there. That's between you and me.
Yeah, and we'll see just how much pride they have left in the last 7 games and how much fight they have left in them.
And how much spoilers we could possibly pull. At this point now, we're playing spoiler. You're playing the spoiler role. Yep. Last time we really played a spoiler role was when we spoiled the Jets in 2008 when we won that snow game in Mike Holmgren's last home game when we beat Brett Favre and the Jets 13-3 with Seneca Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and then the following week they lose to their former quarterback Chad Pennington, and that was the last time the Miami Dolphins won the AFC East.
Wow.
Yep. All right, there you have it. So we split on 49ers and Vikings. We took the Bears over the Lions. We took the Cowboys over the Raiders. Bills over the Saints. Bengals over the Steelers. Panthers over the Dolphins. Eagles over the Giants. Patriots over the Titans. Falcons over Jags. Buccaneers over Colts. Texans over Jets. Chargers over Broncos, Packers over Rams, Ravens over Browns, and Seahawks over Washington on our last Monday night football game of the year, and they're most likely going to flex the Seahawks 49ers game from Sunday night back to the 1 p.m. slate, so most likely expected. Make sure you drop your picks down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.